Hello everyone and welcome back to AustinPlus commentary, where today we are doing a bit of a debate video compared to our last one, where today we are comparing the two of the most cruel holidays out there that have holiday junkies screaming at the idea of which one is better. So let's break it down. I think Christmas or Halloween are the two most popular holidays out there, besides the typical Easter, Valentine's Day, yada yada yada, but one of the holidays is full of lights, gifts, and heartfelt moments. The other thrives on costumes, candy, and controlled chaos. However, both of them outweigh each other. So, let's define what does that. Its atmosphere, its pop culture impact, the shopping sprees that can go absolutely mad, the entertainment, the seasonal treats in terms of fast food, social events, and most importantly, for those who are trying to get through these holidays, the stress versus the enjoyment. All of these define the crystal idea of which of these are better. So, let's talk about it. In terms of the atmosphere, Halloween is all about the transformation and mystery. For 1 month, the world leans into the darkness, creativity, and a little bit of fear. But decorations are spooky, music is eerie, and people get to become something or someone else for a night. Christmas, on the other hand, focuses on warmth and tradition. Streets glow with lights, homes feel a bit cozier, and the season encourages togetherness and nostalgia. Now, while Halloween excites, Christmas comforts, and which one is better often depends on whether you crave adrenaline or emotional connection. And for me, it depends on the day, because there are certain days throughout December where I feel like I want to do something, I want to get out there, I want to actually make an impact, and then there's some days where I just want to cozy up, like sit on the couch or lie in bed. So you have to find that connection between motivation and then relaxation, which is something I personally struggle with. So these two holidays do have an impact on me in that sort of sense, because I would say during Halloween I did my most work, but then during the holidays I've been slipping a bit, and I can admit that. Now, in terms of pop culture, this is my favorite area of things, because both in Halloween and Christmas, cinemas tend to re-release classics for Halloween and Christmas. When it comes to movies, both holidays dominate theaters in various different ways. Halloween season brings horror films, thrillers, and slashers back, with studios timing major scary releases to maximize the spooky mood of people. So this means classics are rewatched, new franchises are launched, and streaming platforms just push the dark, suspense-filled content during this season. However, Christmas is no different. Christmas cinema leans into the heavily family-friendly films, romantic comedies, and the animated features often become cultural staples for years on end. And while Halloween movies aim to scare and shock, Christmas movies aim to unite audiences with feel-good stories, making this battle between chills and cheer. Personally, I do prefer Christmas because, and I have it's quite a sad reason, mainly because they don't bring back Halloween, the Michael Myers movies during this season. They do release belter of Halloween movies, like new ones. They are so good. Some of them are a bit iffy, but with Christmas, they have like Elf, they have Grinch, they have Home Alone. All of these are absolute staples, and they re-release them, and they're on quite a lot. Polar Express, Love Actually, all of these are re-released and played multiple times throughout the day, or just once, so you have to be quick with it. But cinema and Halloween, most of the stuff is very new. They do on the occasion Scream and then Halloween. I haven't seen Halloween in a few years though, but I do appreciate that, and there is something different about watching it at home rather than in the cinema. I do prefer the cinema depending on the day. Now, let's not deny the shopping sprees can be a bit of a nightmare. Retail changes dramatically depending on this holiday, or that holiday, for that matter. Halloween stores explode with costumes, decorations, and novelty items that encourage creativity and last-minute decisions. Limited time decor, makeup, and themed accessories make shopping feel like an event. It definitely feels a lot more joyous and curious, so I do enjoy the Halloween shopping sprees, especially for the candy stuff. But Christmas, however, completely transforms retail spaces for months on end. I would say from beginning of November to the end of January. I'm gonna say that very highly. Stores release exclusive ornaments, gift bundles, themed clothing, and seasonal home decor. And while Halloween shopping is fast and expressive, Christmas shopping is expensive and emotional, often tied to gift giving rather than tradition than personal expression. I would say Christmas shopping is far more chaotic than Halloween shopping, so I will give the point to Halloween on this one, because Christmas shopping isn't just shopping, it is drama, it is horrendous. It is chaotic to a point where it actually is just not enjoyable. You enjoy getting the gifts for people. When it's over during it is like World War. So that's where I'm gonna give it to Halloween. It's very like chill. I think it's the gift thing that makes it a tiny bit better. Now, fast food chains play a surprisingly big role in the holiday rivalry. Halloween menus often focus on the visually fun items, black buns, spooky packaging, and themed desserts and limited edition candy collaborations. And Christmas menus tend to lean into the comfort and indulgent side of things, offering pepper-flavored drinks, festive desserts, and holiday-themed meals. Coffee chains dominate Christmas with seasonal cups and flavors. However, the same goes for Halloween, and it turns a very simple drink into a part of the celebration. Halloween may win on creativity, however, I would say Christmas often wins with consistency and cultural impact. However, I know this may sound weird, but pumpkin spice latte, toffee nut latte, get out the way, pumpkin's better. Now, there's a lot of social events and traditions that come along with both holidays. Halloween and Christmas, both of them probably have equally as important social events. Halloween thrives on social energy. Parties, haunted houses, trick-or-treating, and costume contests, if you're lucky, make it highly interactive and outward-facing. It's a holiday that rewards boldness and creativity. Now, Christmas traditions usually more intimate, family dinners, gift exchanges, decorating together, and shared rituals that are passed down over generations. But Halloween is about community excitement, and while Christmas is about personal connection, making each holiday strong in completely different ways. Christmas do have very little terms of social events. Yes, the dinners, the gift exchanges, those tend to happen all on the same day. However, the parties, haunted houses, trick-or-treating, all of that happen. I mean, trick-or-treating is on the Halloween night, but everything else is on, is throughout the month. And you don't really do gift exchanges throughout the month. You don't really do the family dinners during the month, depending on, traveling and stuff. But all of this, I would actually have to give to the Halloween one, especially on the social events. Now, lastly, the stress and enjoyment. Now, stress is a very typical thing, but the enjoyment is also a typical thing with both of them. So let's outweigh the two. One major difference between the two is pressure. Halloween is relatively low stakes because you throw on a costume, grab candy, and just have fun. But Christmas is much more meaningful, often comes with stress, shopping, budgeting, travel, and expectations. For some, that pressure enhances the importance of this holiday, and while for others it takes away from the joy, it can also lead to something great. So Halloween's simplicity can make it carefree, and that's why not a lot of people enjoy it. But also, while Christmas's complexity makes it emotionally heavier, the rewarding is so much more worth it. But personally, I would say Christmas was better. I wouldn't be making this video during the Christmas season if I didn't think that Christmas was better. Come on, get now. But which holiday is better in your opinion, Christmas or Halloween? The answer for you probably just depends on which one you value most. If you love creativity, excitement, and short bursts of fun, Halloween might be just unbeatable. But if you prefer tradition, emotional depth, and long-lasting memories, Christmas is likely takes the crown for you. Ultimately, both holidays succeed because they offer a completely different experiences, and maybe the real win is getting to enjoy both every year. But without further ado, folks, that is the end of today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and comment what else you'd like to see on this channel. But without further ado, hope you have an amazing day as always, and I'll see you all in the next one, folks. Bye!
Yeah!